Been a pretty downward spiral for the Portland Trailblazers since the clock struck 2023. Portland is just 2-8 in their last 10 games. So Damian Lillard started this thing off with some phenomenal scoring feats. He dropped 50 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. It did come in an L. Give the Blazers credit. Dame had big numbers, 36 and 40 against the Dallas Mavericks, and those were two dubs, the only two dubs in the Portland Blazers' last 10 games. And then Damian Lillard drops 40 on the Denver Nuggets. It also comes in losing fashion. Now Dame's struggling. Against the Philadelphia 76ers, Damian Lillard had just 25 on 6 of 21 shooting. And then against the Los Angeles Lakers, which might be the worst loss to date, Blazers leading this game by 25 points plus, and somehow, some way in the second half, the Blazers blow this game and lose to the Lakers by 9. Has not been a good run of late for Portland, who now is 13th in the Western Conference. That is not good. I do follow a couple of Portland Trailblazer beat writers, and I've been seeing the same consistent thing come out of their mouths all year. Apparently, the only Portland Trailblazer that is untouchable in trade talks right now is Anfernee Simons. I did not say Damian Lillard. You hear what I said? I said Anfernee Simons. And I'll explain it to you just like this. If I'm just trying to get into the mind of that Portland Trailblazers organization, Anfernee Simons is a guy that's pretty much giving you 20 points a game. You can't, what they paid him, what did they pay him, about 140? That is bang for your buck type of a deal for a guy that can go get you 20, 25 points on any given night. He can be your team's leading scorer on any given night, right? He could be. You take that. You take what his contract is. That contract is going to age well, assuming that he doesn't want, he want a new deal or anything like that, right? Like, that contract is going to age pretty well for now. Like, that's a good deal. Dame is the one that you paying him $50-60 million, and his Portland Trailblazers team is awful. You see, we've said this on this platform many a times. Dame's going to learn the hard way. This thing called loyalty. How long do you be loyal to somebody because they once show loyalty to you? That is the question. I don't believe in that, right? Like, just because somebody takes a chance on me, that doesn't mean I owe them the rest of my life. Now, if something comes up, I will definitely keep into consideration what that person has done for me. All right? Okay, my mom gave me birth. I'm forever in debt to the woman that gave me birth. But that's it. Anybody else? I'm not in debt to anybody else. My mom gave me birth. Anybody else, period. I'm talking about wife, anybody. Anybody else, my loyalty has a limit. Kids, when I have them, anybody in my life, friends, partners, homeboys that I knew from 20, anybody else in my life, the loyalty has a limit. There's only so much I would take from anybody, right? Like, there's period. That's how my life works. The only person I will go to my grave saying I'm forever in debt to is my mama. Damian Lillard is running with this forever in debt type of mentality with the Portland Trailblazers like they birthed him. I'm kind of spitting right now, ain't I? Oh, hold on now. Your boy kind of getting his bag right now. The Portland Trailblazers did not birth Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's hard work birthed his career when he was balling out at Weber State. That's what birthed the legend that is Damian Lillard. All them long nights in California is what birthed Damian Lillard, right? Portland Trailblazers made a good sound pick, and for that, they do deserve credit. Okay, he stayed his rookie contract. He played on a minimum deal, and when he was clearly outplaying that deal, he signed an extension once. Anything outside of that, like, if you want to give a team that first extension, I respect that. I understand that type of loyalty. But anything after that, I think it's teetering into ridiculous. Now, Damian Lillard, as a 30-plus-year-old man, to me, my opinion outside looking in, to be fair to Dame, he does not owe the Blazers loyalty in his 30s. He's done his time. He's paid his dues. This franchise is never going to invest with the top-tier teams of the league for some odd reason, which I don't really understand, although I've never been to Portland, Oregon. For some odd reason, nobody wants to come play in Portland. I would have thought by now that they would have been able to convince one of these top-tier Nike clients I really thought it'd be Kevin Durant to come play in Portland. They haven't been able to do that. And, you know, like, if they ain't been able to do it with KD, I think he was the one. He already played in Seattle to start his career. He played in Oklahoma City. I thought Kevin Durant at one point in time would be a Blazer. It never happened. I think they really missed the mark on Kevin Durant. Since they didn't get that guy, that dude, that legend, now they're in no man's land as a franchise. If they're going to overachieve like the Blazers did start the year off doing, great. But the reality is the reality. This is not a good basketball team right now. The new season lure has faded away. We're now in the middle of the year. Guys tired of each other. Everybody farting next to each other on the bench. You're tired of how guys' breath smell. You know, these dudes taking bad shots on the court. You about tired of it at this point in the game. The guys saying they're going to do the same thing. Some dudes too into women. They ain't practicing enough. Some dudes too into video games. By now, the new season allure has faded away. And the reality of what you got is in front of you right now. And the Blazers' reality is right now they're not a good basketball team, but they have some good players. So now where do you go? Does Dame just sit around and score points and just let his career? He's going to fool around and be top 5 in scoring when it's all said and done. His teams are playing for nothing. He can go drop 30 a night for the rest of his career. There's never no any expectations for Portland. What happens next for this Blazers team is my question, as Damian Lillard continues to be loyal to a team that has overused the loyalty thing to me.